My name is Nick Phillips, and I'm here to share with you a tale from the days of old. Tonight's story is set in a time long past. The year was 2001, and I was just a young boy of 11 years old. I was the president of the Pokemon Trainers Club. This was a glorious group, which was governed by our club's constitution. It contained our Bill of Rights. For instance, all members have the right to bear arms, by which I do not mean limbs but guns. However, no guns are allowed which contain bullets, shells, clips, grenades, harpoons, darts, air, or staples. The only guns allowed are rubber band and water. The Constitution also contained a code of laws. For instance, it was illegal to fart. If you wanted to fart, you would have to leave the clubhouse and go as far away as you can until you couldn't see it anymore. Closing your eyes doesn't count. There had to be like another building in the way. And the Constitution also told us what would happen to people who break the law. It said, if someone breaks a law, they will go to court, where they will be given 3 chances to provide a reasonable explanation for their wrongdoing. If none is given, they will be subjected to a hot water gun shooting. Now, the members of our club were peaceful and orderly, so there wasn't much need for this criminal justice system. But I really wanted the chance to try this out, and it seemed my wish would be granted, because soon after, my brother Ted's Pokemon Silver game cartridge went missing. And we gained word that our neighbor Tommy had recently acquired his own Pokemon Silver game, which he said he found in the alley. Seems a little suspicious if you ask me. So my brother Ted went to Tommy's house and said, "Hey Tommy, I heard you have Pokemon Silver, would you like to battle with me?" And Tommy said, "No, I don't have Silver." Yes, very suspicious. Also, a few days later, I happened to see someone who looked a lot like Tommy trying to break into my bedroom window with a trowel. I'm not saying it was him, but it looked a lot like him. So, although Tommy was technically outside of our jurisdiction, I figured the theft of the Pokemon Silver game would be the perfect candidate to try out our court system. Now my brother Ted, the victim of this crime, wanted nothing of this. He thought that this could start another war, but I wasn't to be stopped because I was too thirsty for justice. So, I set the trial date for July 18th. I announced it in the club newsletter, and I sent letters to Tommy notifying him of the trial. Now, it actually rained that day, so the trial had to be postponed to the next day, July 19th, but the trial happened. We went to Tommy's house to get him for the trial. Said to his parents, "Hey, can Tommy come out and play?" And they said, "No, Tommy's on vacation." So we went ahead and had the trial without him. I appointed my best friend, Chris Mojica, from school to be the judge at the trial, since I knew that he was interested in matters of the law. I took the opportunity to hold the trial in my side yard so that I could use the trowel marks on my window as evidence. I presented my arguments and my extremely small amount of evidence, and it convinced Chris to declare Tommy guilty. And Chris sentenced Tommy to pay $5 to each of us for wasting our time. I thought this was a little excessive. $5, and there were 6 of us there, so that would be $30, and who has that kind of money? So I never enforced this judgment. Eventually, we let bygones be bygones, and 2 years later, Tommy was allowed to join the club. The club remained active until 2005, and I must say, my biggest regret in all that time is I never got to do a hot water gun shooting.
Then I don't care.